gentlemen, welcome to this prestigious pageant in Indonesia, the Miss Kuriri 2024, and I am your host, Mr. Steve Kibols. Tonight, we will celebrate education, creativity, and advocacy as our candidates compete to showcase their knowledge and innovative ideas on the written curriculum. These beautiful, young, and aspiring ladies are ready to conquer the crown because tonight is the moment of truth. Who would be our first ever Miss Kuriri 2024? So who's your best? That's the spirit! A lot of cheers and supports right now are overflowing. So, to help us find the right and deserving lady to win the crown, let's meet our panel of experts. Television personality, entrepreneur, and record executive, Mr. Simon Cohen. Model, actress, global brand ambassador, and Miss Universe 2015, Miss Pia Wurtzbach. Media personality and Miss Universe 2018, Miss Catriona Gray. Actress and Miss Universe 1994, Sushmita Sen. Fashion model and the first woman to wear the hijab in the Miss Minnesota USA 2016, Halima Aden. Now that we already met our panel of experts, to start, let's hear each candidate's advocacy for their written curriculum. What do they stand for? Candidate number 1.
Good day everyone, I'm Jess Bida 20 representing Bahay ni Kuya.
Candidate number 2.
Good morning everyone, my name is Chloe, 20 representing Puso ni Yolo.
Candidate number 3.
Maayong buntag, this is Vlog 105, Jane Yibia, 20 representing Tagbilaran City Hall.
Candidate number 4.
Good evening, ako po si Alice Guo.
Your age?
Hindi ko na po maalala, Your Honor. Representing Farm Sabamban.
Get your high heels on and your little black dress, cause you're gonna impress tonight. We only drink champagne, that's right. No beer around here tonight, cause it's a high class joint and we're gonna reach boiling point in here.
May I call on first candidate number 1? What do you stand for?
My advocacy is to ensure the reading curriculum remains adaptable and inclusive, providing every student with opportunities to succeed. The curriculum should reflect the diversity of learners and help educators bridge gap to education.
Thank you, candidate number 1. And now, may I call on candidate number 2? What do you stand for?
I advocate for creating an engaging curriculum that ignites students' curiosity. The written curriculum should not just deliver knowledge, but should empower students to become critical thinkers and problem solvers.
Wonderful, candidate number 2. May I call on candidate number 3? What do you stand for?
My advocacy focuses on holistic education. The written curriculum must not only promote academic success, but also foster emotional intelligence, creativity, and social awareness, ensuring that students become well-rounded individuals.
Thank you, candidate number 3. May I call on candidate number 4? What do you stand for?
My advocacy is for a flexible and forward-thinking curriculum. It should be adaptable to the changing needs of the students, allowing for growth and innovation while maintaining high standards of learning. Thank you.
Thank you, candidate number 4. It is truly amazing advocacies from all our 4 candidates. Now, let's move on to the next round, where we will have an elimination based on their performance. For this round, each candidate will define the written curriculum in their own words. After this, only 3 candidates will move on to the next round. May I call on candidate number 1? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Alright. How would you define written curriculum in your own words?
The written curriculum is a backbone of education, a document that outlines the goal, material, and method used in classroom. It is structured foundation upon which effective teaching and learning are built. Thank you.
Thank you, candidate number 1. Now may I call on candidate number 2. How are you? Alright. So here's your question. How will you define written curriculum in your own words?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Well, I see that the written curriculum as a dynamic guide that shapes learning experiences. It's a formal document that provides teachers and students with a clear version of what is to be learned, while also allowing room for creativity and exploration. Thank you.
Wonderful, candidate number 2. And now may I call on candidate number 3. How are you?
I'm very good.
Alright. So here's your question. How will you define written curriculum in your own words?
So for me, the written curriculum is a roadmap for educators and students. It outlines the essential knowledge, skills, and values to be learned, ensuring the consistency and equity in education across all classrooms.
Thank you, candidate number 3. Lastly, may I call on candidate number 4. So how are you?
I'm fine.
Alright, so here's your question. How will you define written curriculum in your own words?
Thank you for that wonderful question. For me, written curriculum is more than just a content on paper. It's a framework for educational growth. It guides learning in a structured yet flexible way, allowing for innovation and adaptation to students' evolving needs. Thank you.
Well said, candidate number 4. Thank you. Fantastic! As we heard the Q&A portions of our lovely candidates, this will dictate who will advance to semifinals. After much deliberation, only 3 candidates will proceed to the next round. And the results are verified by our tabulator. Our first candidate who will advance to semifinals is candidate number 1. The second spot is yours. Candidate number 3, you still have the chance to conquer the crown. Candidate number 4. Congratulations, ladies. Still congratulations, candidate number 2. Thank you for participating. Now that we have our top 3 candidates, it's time to showcase their knowledge. In this round, each candidate will provide examples of the written curriculum. After this, we will eliminate one more candidate. And now may I call on candidate number 1. Give your examples of written curriculum.
Thank you for that wonderful question. Examples of written curriculum include lesson plans, subject, syllabi, textbook, and instructional frameworks. These are designed to align with educational standards and guide both teaching and assessment. Thank you.
Thank you, candidate number 1. And now, may I call on candidate number 3. Give your examples of written curriculum.
The written curriculum includes materials like course outlines, assessment rubrics, pacing guides, and instructional resources. It also encompasses digital resources such as online platforms and e-learning modules that support 21st century learning.
Wonderful answer, candidate number 3. And lastly, may I call on Candidate number 4. Give your examples of written curriculum.
Thank you. Examples of written curriculum are standards-based documents such as curriculum guides, teachers' manuals, project-based learning frameworks, and interdisciplinary unit plans. These materials help create a structured and cohesive learning environment. And that's all. Thank you.
Well said, candidate number 4. Great job. Now, it's time for another elimination. Only 2 contestants will make it to the final round. After careful consideration, the 2 contestants moving forward are candidate number 3 and candidate number 4. Congratulations, ladies. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to candidate number 1. Thank you for being part of Miss Kuriri 2024. We're down to our final 2. This is the moment of truth. In this round, each candidate will explain how they will creatively utilize their written curriculum in their classroom or educational project. May I call on candidate number 3 and candidate number 4 will use noise cancelling headset. Let's wait candidate number 4 to wear the cancelling noise headset. Alright. Candidate number 4, can you still hear us? Oh, I think she didn't. She's still dancing right now. Alright. So are you ready, candidate number 3?
Yes.
Alright, so this is the final round. How will you creatively utilize the written curriculum in the classroom or educational project?
I will creatively utilize the written curriculum by designing personalized learning pathways for students. By incorporating differentiated instruction, project-based learning, and technology integrations, I will make sure that curriculum is engaging, inclusive, and responsive for students' needs and interests. The goal is to make learning relevant and exciting while maintaining academic needs.
Wonderful answer, candidate number 3. And lastly, may I call on candidate number 4. Candidate number 4, you may remove your headset. Candidate number 4, it's your time. So are you ready?
Yes, I was born ready.
Here's the final question. How will you creatively utilize the written curriculum in the classroom or educational project?
Thank you for that wonderful question. For me, I will use the written curriculum as a foundation, but I will enhance it through collaborative, hands-on learning. By incorporating real-world projects and interdisciplinary learning, I will ensure that students not only master content but also develop critical thinking and problem-solving as well as their teamwork skills. I want students to connect their learning to life beyond the classroom. Thank you.
Well said, candidate number 4. Thank you. Both contestants have shown remarkable insight and creativity. Now, we await the panel of experts' final decision on who will be crowned the first ever Miss Kuriri 2024. May I request our 2 candidates to please come to the center stage. And our first ever Miss Kuriri 2024 is... Who's your bet? I see the crowd's going crazy, shouting their favorite candidate. Miss Kuriri 2024 is candidate number 4! Let's give a huge round of applause to our Miss Kuriri 2024.
Alistahan mo na! Alis go! What's wrong, Sisi? Sumali lang kami para mahuli kayo! Kami? Steve, Kibos! A.K.A. Kibuloy! Hindi kami maluloko sa'yo!
This is Mr. Steve Kibos. This is Miss Kuriri 2024. Good night!
Check! Sinong nagturo sa'yo ng reading curriculum? Ang teacher ko. Sinong teacher mo? Hindi ko na po maalala, Your Honor.